I am telling you, you're going to lose the other hair you have. You're going to lose all your hair. I'm telling you, you cannot even stop your medication because you're setting yourself up for failure. Hello guys, this is Dr. Chafe. If you're coming across this video for the first time, I'm a hair transplant physician. I take care of people dealing with hair loss. I do medical treatment, surgical treatment, which is the hair transplant. I had a client of mine. He had a hair transplant 2 months ago, and he came in for his routine follow-up after the hair transplant, and he proceeds to tell me, "Doc, I just stopped taking my minoxidil." I'm like, hold up. I asked, are you having any side effects? Are you having any problems? Because every medication has side effects, okay? We have to understand that. Is there any problem? I said, no, I'm not just good with taking medication. I'm like, that is not going to work for me and for you. No, I'm not going to accept that answer. He said, what's going to happen? Am I going to lose my hair? I'm like, I'm going to lose that hair. Guess what? We only transplanted a portioned area of hair loss. We only transplanted the area of hair loss. Guess what? You still have hair in other areas and you're going to lose it. And it's not going to look fun in the next 10 years. We'll see there's a demarcation between the transplanted hair and the native hair, the hair you already have. See what the problem is? So what happens when there's a hair transplant? Helps to make the hair look full. So when there's a hair transplant, you still have other hair, right? So when you're not taking the medication, guess what? You're going to lose this hair. You're going to keep losing this hair. And there's going to be a big gap between the transplanted section and the non-transplanted section. And that's going to look funny. You're going to need more hair transplant there. Then who's going to save you? You see? So that is why it's very important for you to take your medication. That's why it's very important for you to read your pre-op instructions and post-op instructions. Now, here are 3 things I recommend after a hair transplant that you should never, never, never do. Number 1, do not go for a hair transplant without reading your pre-op and your post-op instructions. These are instructions that have been written down carefully by your hair transplant physician to guide you before the hair transplant and after the hair transplant. Then number 2, please do not stop your medication. Whatever medication you were placed on, especially if it's medical therapy for hair loss or hair thinning, you have to continue taking it before and after the hair transplant, because you don't want to look down 10 years after and see the damage you've done by not taking those medications. Then number 3, you have to make sure in the first couple of months to always stay in contact with your hair transplant physician or your hair transplant team. Why? Because you want to make sure you catch any complication or anything going on with your scalp, especially in the first month. Okay? I always tell my clients, I give them my personal cell number. Text me pictures as often as you can, because you might not know what is going on, but I'm going to catch it on time. And I'm sure you've enjoyed this video. And now you know the reason why you shouldn't stop your medication. And now you know the reason, the 3 things to do when you're going for a hair transplant and after a hair transplant. So if you've enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to enjoy all of my videos. Or if you're dealing with hair loss and you're thinking about a hair transplant, it's time to make the appointment right now. I'm going to invite you to work with my team. Till next time, bye-bye.